Ring you up, Christopher Browell.
This is the Vodafone voicemail service for 07769247196. Please leave a message after the tone. When you finish recording, please hang up or press the hash key for more options.
Yes, hello, Mr. Browell. It's Mr. Hussein here once again, ringing yourself up on a daily basis, like a broken record. Today is Monday, the 14th of October 2024, and I've been leaving you messages since the end of August 2023, and it's regarding my kidnapped brother. As you well know, it's regarding my kidnapped and falsely incarcerated brother, Mr. Talib Hussein, on the 8th of August 2023. This is now going on for now over 434 days that you will lawfully detain my brother without a legal basis to do so, through your lies and deceptions, falsehoods, and no doubt my brother's suffering. I am definitely suffering. My sister's suffering. But that's the whole point of it, isn't it? Suffering, making a stomping on Pakistanis' heads. Through racism and discrimination. What surprises me is that you then have the gall or audacity when in the child grooming cases to say, "Oh, we didn't want to do anything because of concerns regarding we didn't want to be portrayed as racist." But yet here you are being openly a racist towards myself, considering that you and I as a local authority have had a long-standing relationship in the caring issue. So it's just the double standards that you have, just that are pathetic and reprehensible, aren't they? There's your lying, cheating ways that you continue to put us into a situation of perpetual servitude and bondage for your benefit, and you continue to put us into a place where you can be in a position of power, control, and dominance, whilst at the same time placing me into a situation of perpetual servitude, and torturing my brother and torturing me and torturing my family members through your endemic and systemic lies and deceptions. This is completely reprehensible and unjustifiable in what you're doing to us. But you continue down this road, this action, and let's see what happens. All that's going to happen is going to result in my brother's premature death, has been the case in my. As has been the case in my mother's case. This is what you're going to do once again in my brother's case. This is a continuation of lies and deceptions that you're peddling over and over again to the public, to ensure that you can continue to maintain the falsified narrative that you are acting benevolently and acting the best interest of my brother. How is it that when you act in the best interest of others, you make financial gain for yourself? I wonder how that works. I mean, that's a genius move on your part, isn't it? You go around telling people that we're acting in your best interest, when the reality is that you end up acting in your own best interest, and you financially somehow come on top again, and whilst also maintaining your air of mystique and lack of openness and transparency. We've been down this road many times before, and I'll continue to leave. You've got my brother. It's costing you £1 million a day right now, and I'm asking you to come and speak to me and say, have a word with me, and let's try to resolve the situation. But what you're doing is you're refusing to engage with me. You're refusing to have anything further to do with me, and yet continuing to hold my brother in perpetual servitude and bondage like this. This is completely unacceptable, and I urge you and implore you to let me speak to my brother before you end up killing him off. It's completely unacceptable that you have placed my brother into this situation. He's now going to die in your care and custody, and there's nothing I can do about it. I can't do a welfare check like you could do a welfare check. And here we are many months, years later, and you're continuing to place my brother into a situation that's detrimental to his health, that's detrimental to my family's health. You're forcing a family to break down for your benefit, so you can make money and profit and gain for yourself. This is completely unacceptable conduct and behavior, Mr. Browell. I'm asking you, let's just talk. It's good to talk. We need to talk. Let's resolve this thing diplomatically. Why do you need to always turn to violence and aggression? As a local authority, is that befitting of you to turn to violence and aggression and abuse of of power and control. You're meant to be servants, serving the public interest, not to be paid at the public expense to torture and humiliate and degrade the people that you're meant to be serving. Particularly my brother, my dear brother, is going to die in your care and custody, isolated and alone, degraded and humiliated. And then you're going to tell me, oh, we're going to do a complaints procedure, or there's going to be a public inquiry, or lessons will be learned, mistakes, we've identified the mistakes, and those mistakes are now going to be rectified. So rest assured that what has ever happened to your brother, which was misfortunate and unfortunate, is never going to happen again. Bullshit. Bullshit. You can keep your. I'm not here to teach you lessons. If you want me to teach you lessons, which I'm going to do, you're gonna be charged £1 million a day right now. If you want to learn from me and my family's torture and misery, then I'm within my rights to charge you. And I told you, £1 million a day right now for your vile, villainous, evil actions. Who do you think you're dealing with? Do you think you're dealing with child care services, where you kidnap children from crying mothers and rip families apart? This is not a child case issue, it's an adult case issue. And you know the fact that you're trying the same kind of bullshit that you've been trying by stealing children and alienating parents from the family. You're trying to do that to my family when there are no children involved, and it's all to do with elderly care. Who do you think you're lying to? You know, your reputation is in tatters. Social workers is an ill profession. Who would want to become a social worker? You have to be a sick, sadistic psychopath. And I'm going to make sure that everybody learns that the social work profession is perverse.
15 seconds recording time remaining.
Okay, I was getting irate then. I do have a tendency to go off on one. Calm, cool, and collected. I'm telling you, I want to speak to my brother. My brother's going to die in your custody. You're going to be responsible for his death. I'm going to then charge you £1 billion for his premature murder. You don't have the money you don't have a pot to piss in for counsel.
Recording time has expired.
All right, whatever.
To leave your message, press 1.
Leave message. So they're falling apart, yet they are willing to continue to commit acts of villainy and tyranny. They're not going to change their ways, the vile, evil, villainous ways. They're just going to continue to torture us. Yet the whole world's falling apart all around them. But they've got a personal vendetta against me now because I spoke up and chose to expose their lying, cheating ways.